Hey YouTubers, Raven here.
Starfire.
Today we'll be talking about Once Upon a
Once Upon a
Time.
Time.
I almost said Supernatural.
Season 4.
Once Upon a Time, Season 4,
Episode 4. Called
So-
The Apprentice.
Yeah. I never remember the titles. Okay, so what did you think about Henry pushing Emma?
Well, the fact that he said that he just wants her to be happy, but he didn't really like it, kind of
Yeah.
made me happy because I'm just like, I don't like them, so.
Like, you deserve to be happy.
Yeah.
She's like, you're right. But when she came back and he was gone, I was like, wait, where'd he go?
Yeah.
And then there was that puddle under her car. I'm like, oh,
Snow Queen!
snap. I'm about to get real up on her.
Snap.
And
And then, of course, Hook goes to Rumple to get his hand back so that he can be a good date for Emma. But,
yeah.
it just showed him that he's the person he doesn't want to become.
Yeah, the hand. It's not the hand like Rumpel said it was. It was the
was
fact
him.
that he never really changed.
No.
He's pretending.
Yeah.
And
He's still a selfish pirate.
yeah. But he doesn't like that about himself because he gave the hand back.
Yeah.
So,
But it's
He-
still
he-
him. It didn't change him.
no. But
Rumple
being-
lied.
being Hook
Mhm.
is different than being Killian.
Yeah.
And I think he discovered that,
Mm-hmm.
which is pretty important because Hook is not the
Sorry.
guy that he was when he had his hand. Hook is not Killian.
Yeah.
Killian is not Hook. They are different people.
Yeah.
Because Killian did mature when he became Hook.
Mhm.
When he met Emma and everyone, he matured. He became a different person.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he's had character development.
mhm. So we got that going for him.
Yes.
As a character, not as like with Emma.
No. That's just whatever. I'm not. We'll talk about that
Later.
at the end of the video.
Yeah. So Emma kind of spun out in her car. And
She did.
She almost caught up with the Snow Queen.
Mm-hmm.
And then she disappeared.
And I
Like,
love
where
how
would she
Charming
go?
was being all protective when Hook comes over for the date.
Right.
I'm like, protective daddy.
Yeah, he's like, do you want me to drive? I'm like, oh, hell no.
And she's like, I really need to get my own place.
I think that was really what the episode was about. Emma realizing she needs to get her own place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was cute how happy they were, and Snow was all taking pictures and being like the
Yeah.
little mom of her daughter going on her first date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Charming's excuse was, well, it's not like we ever got to give you a ball. I'm like, yeah, you never got to see her go to prom. Aww. Because prom's the best night of your life. Bite me.
Yeah, right. I didn't even go.
I did. I went stag. I went by myself.
I didn't go. It was in San Francisco. My mom's like, I don't want you to go to San Francisco.
Mine was downtown.
Well, lucky for you.
The DoubleTree.
I would have been okay with that.
Right. I kind of left and I hung out outside by the water fountain. I was like, okay, I'm just by myself. It was really hot in there, so I was like, I'm leaving. It's cold outside.
It gets hot when there's a lot of people.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a little bit about us. So besides that, what the whole Hook and Gold thing going
Yeah, I mean, of course I knew Gold was like, of course, he's always going to be really lying
Yeah.
and suspicious and everything,
on?
because he's the dark one.
Yeah.
But, when he did tell him that it wasn't the hand, it's just a piece of flesh, like, when you had it back, it just made you remember who you really were.
It gave you an excuse.
It gave you an excuse to be that person again.
So in a way, he wasn't lying.
No.
But it wasn't the hand that did it.
Yeah.
Killian gave power to the hand. Talk to the hand. He gave power to the hand, and he let what he thought happen, and what would happen, happen.
Yeah.
He did. So we have him teaming up with Gold. Using the hat.
Oh my gosh. I feel bad for the apprentice, man.
Yeah, he gets his butt kicked a lot, apparently. Like, he defeated the last dark one that went after the hat. I'm like, yeah, right. You probably just got thrown to the ground like Zozo. Zozo.
I think it was Zozo. Or Zoso. Zoso.
Z-O-S-O, right?
Zoso.
That's hard to say.
Yes. Try saying that 3 times fast.
I can't say it once. But yeah, he just gets thrown to the ground, and then they try to open the thing. Like, that's all that ever happens, I bet. Like, he's never actually faced off magic to magic, and he beat the Dark One.
And it's like only Rumple can, like, actually, you know, get that box open.
I like how he was, like, so surprised. It was you!
It's like,
like, you've had it all the time. You doubted him?
yeah.
He's the Dark One. And then it's like, you've opened the box. I'm like,
duh.
Yeah. He opened the box.
The hat's right there.
Yeah.
Hello.
But no, he hasn't had it this whole time. That kind of makes me wonder what that house was.
Yeah.
Was that the house that Anna and Kristoff lived in? Like, after they got married?
I don't know.
Because Anna teleported back in the flashback, in the magic world. Because we're not just in the Enchanted Forest now, we're in both. So it's just magic world. Fairy tale land.
Arendelle. She went back to Arendelle, right?
Yeah, she went back to Arendelle. But yeah, she went back to Arendelle, and then
I liked that, you know, it just kind of proved my point about her just wanting to help her sister and she's just nice. She's not gonna become bad or become dark and, you know, get that inner darkness out.
Yeah.
Just because of what he said. Like, she still wants to be there for her sister in a good way.
Yeah.
And so she didn't kill him, or I mean, she didn't know it was an anecdote. He didn't tell her, so she would have had that guilt if she'd actually given it to him, because she would have thought, oh, I'm gonna kill him, or this is gonna kill him, and you know, in reality, it would have cured him.
Yeah.
But
3 blind mice, 3 blind mice.
Yeah. I like that she was able to control him though, and she got the dagger.
Yeah.
She made him like send her back, and
like, you will turn him back.
Yeah.
You will send me home, and you will never come after, never hurt me or my sister.
Yeah.
And she never mentioned Kristoff, though. Should have mentioned Kristoff. Because we haven't seen him in Storybrooke, so he probably, like, did something with Kristoff.
Yeah. And then when Hook threatened him and was like, oh, if you don't give it back to me, like, I'm gonna, you know,
I'm gonna tell
Belle, and I'm gonna, you know, he's like, if you take my love, I will
take yours.
Yeah, and I will, like, make your life a living hell.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, how are you gonna take Emma? That sounds wrong. So you already have a wife.
Yeah.
So it's just like, ugh.
I know, right?
And
then, what else?
You had the, Regina and...
Yes. Regina and Henry.
And Regina's
continuing with their Operation
evil magic
Mongoose.
basement.
Yeah, going through ingredients to try to save Marion.
Yeah.
But none of them would work.
Trust me, this time it's because you're too young to understand.
It's like, I don't think he's too young if he made the observation that he's still in love with you.
Yeah, but he doesn't understand why. I mean, it's weird for him to do this, but he doesn't understand why Regina is trying to help Marion.
Yeah, he doesn't.
And it's like, you want her to be good, right?
Yeah.
Helping is good.
Mm-hmm.
But
She's doing it because that's what Robin wants.
Yeah.
And she
but
loves
in, like,
Robin.
in
so
the aspect of him not understanding why she's helping them, he might be a little young, because he, like, not maturity-wise, but, like, life experience.
Yeah.
So.
He hasn't had that experience.
Yeah, he hasn't fallen in love.
Yeah.
You should totally get with Gretel. We haven't seen them since the first season, Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah. We
But
haven't.
they were the first story fairy tale creature people that we met, that he introduced Emma to.
Yep.
So she's like the only girl his age or something. Like, we never
But
see kids around, but there's a school. I'm confused.
I'm kind of curious to, like, because, you know, Henry, now, I mean, I know this was at the end of the episode, but then Henry's going to go undercover as his apprentice to try to figure out who wrote the book, you know.
Yeah.
And like they said, it's going to be a big story through pretty much all of the season.
Yeah.
With the Operation Mongoose thing. So.
What I'm not sure that I like is that Henry lied to Gold.
Yeah.
Like, you're the closest thing I have to him now.
It's not true.
Will you be in my life? Can I work with you? Meh.
The closest thing that he has to Neil is Emma. You know?
Yeah, but, like, family-wise, Emma and him weren't married, so...
Yeah.
And the person that knew his dad as a kid is him and Killian.
Yeah.
So... And
but I don't
really
see Hook as a father.
No. He's like...
And I'm not just saying that because I don't
know.
like Hook and Emma. I just don't see his character as a father.
Yeah. Maybe back when he was respectable and Killian.
Yeah.
And, like, had his brother.
He's too much of a pirate. He's not, you know...
Before he became a pirate, he was probably respectable.
Yeah, he probably
I
was.
wonder if he had family.
He might have. But they've never addressed that in the
No, it's
flashbacks
not.
that they've done, so...
We never really get to see into Hook's past.
Although they did do that one episode last season where we did, but...
Yeah, and we got to see that he had a brother and that he was in the Royal Navy. But... And that he belongs to our world.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of...
his brother or Hook?
Hook,
Yeah.
and his brother. I mean, Hook has always belonged to our world. He just got caught there. Like, in all the reincarnations, I've never heard of... Because you don't grow up in Neverland.
Yeah.
So... Hook belongs to our world.
Okay.
So that means he should start aging.
Well, Emma's like, what are you, 300 or something?
Yeah. He's like, I've retained my youthful disposition or something
Yeah.
like that.
Right there.
Something all piratey like that. Okay, so I guess we're moving on to the parts that we have skipped.
You want to talk about Will?
Will? Okay, let's talk about Will first.
He was like, bloody hell, what is the sheriff doing here?
Right?
And then he crashes their date.
Yeah.
Just like, not gonna do it. I'm on a date.
Yeah. The date. Okay.
But I was like, chill, Killian. You don't need to get so angry at him. And then he went to the library, you know, and I love when Emma's like, does this belong to you or does this have anything?
So you just broke into the library to get your friends Alice and the White Rabbit.
Yeah.
You're like, wait,
and
what?
this page was ripped out and in your pocket, and it's the page about the Red Queen, Anastasia.
Yeah.
Who you love.
Right? It's your girlfriend. I wonder if they're married now.
That would be so great.
I need to finish that show.
They didn't get. It was Alice and Cyrus that got married,
Yeah, I know.
not the others. But
I know.
they were still cute.
But they ran off happily ever after.
They did.
Of course, if you watch After Ever After, there is no happily ever after.
That parody is so funny.
It is.
You guys need to watch that.
I like the second one too.
If you've never seen them, this guy, he's done parodies of Disney songs on YouTube.
Mhm.
And it's called After Ever After. And there's two of them? Or
Yeah, there's two.
There's two. And they're so funny.
Yeah. They are. The first one deals with Pocahontas, Belle, Jasmine,
Mhm.
and Ariel. And the second one deals with
Elsa
Elsa, Mulan, Tiana. That's her name, right?
from Princess and the Frog?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Whatever, I don't like her. I never watched the movie. I'm not going to. And what was the fourth one?
I think it was Jasmine again.
I don't think you did Jasmine again. No, Cinderella.
Oh, yeah.
Cinderella.
Okay.
Yeah. So you should check those out. Those are awesome.
Yes. You won't regret it
No.
if you like Disney.
Yeah.
Although it might change your perspective a little bit, but whatever.
He's comparing Elsa to like Nazis and Hitler. It's funny.
Okay.
Greenhouse gases makes Elsa go crazy. Off topic. So far off topic.
Yeah. So I'm anxious to see if they're going to bring any of the
Anastasia.
other Wonderland people.
Yeah,
onto
because if
Once
they're
Upon a
just
Time.
doing Will, then what was the point of doing the show? Because for a potential crossover.
Yeah. Like, I mean, they had that whole thing in Wonderland of getting him back with Anastasia, and then
Mhm.
to not even have her be with him in Storybrooke is kind of
Yeah.
lame.
And then to have that whole show just to say, oh yeah, this one thief that you saw earlier, well, he's got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Because
So-
we needed the whole story, really,
Mhm.
just to understand the one character. No.
Yeah.
That's a waste of money and time.
Yeah.
So they have to do some sort of like
They
legit
do.
crossover.
I mean, it doesn't have to be all of the characters, just like one
No.
or two or something.
Yeah,
But-
maybe Cyrus. That's his name, right?
Yeah.
I remember for the first
I
time.
remembered too. When I said
Um,
it before.
And Cyrus and Alice should come and
Yeah.
you can leave the white rabbit, that little traitor. I don't know, it smells like weed. So ugh. Where were we? Are we done, Will, or are we done?
Yeah, we're pretty much done.
Okay, so our next topic is what I'm sure you have all noticed we've been avoiding:
The date.
the date.
And just other
Anything
Emma Hook stuff.
involving Hook and
Okay,
Emma.
the thing okay, seriously, I just have to say this. I like a lot of couples on TV shows, okay?
Mhm.
But they don't have kissing scenes every single episode, okay?
Right.
They have cute moments or they have sweet moments, but they don't always kiss in every episode.
And they
it
don't
seems-
always zoom in on the kiss.
Yeah,
when
and it seems
happens.
like from the beginning of season 4, they've like had a scene where every time they're in a scene together, they end up kissing. It's like, okay, you've made your point.
And
You
then
don't
they
need to-
zoom in
You
on
don't
the
need
damn
to like
kiss.
throw it in our face, okay?
Yeah. No, I don't want to see that. If I wanted to see two people kissing, I'd go watch something else that had a better couple,
Yes. Exactly.
like Arrow or something.
Yes.
Any couple on Arrow is better than Hook and Emma.
Laurel. Moving on.
It's not like anything bad happens to Laurel.
But Tommy and Laurel are so cute, and then he had to die.
Yeah, spoils season 1. If you haven't watched by now, that's your fault. So yeah, the date kind of went down the tube, I guess, because, well, at least in Hook's
Well, I mean,
eyes.
Emma like
Emma's like, that was a good
and she
good
like
date.
basically agreed to go out with him again.
Unfortunately.
But Hook was like, no.
Yeah, Hook didn't really like the date because he let his hand get the better of him.
Yeah.
But no, he let Killian get the better of him. Because a Hook and Killian are two different people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yes, they share the same body and the same mind and the same everything, but with his hand, he becomes Pirate Killian.
Yeah.
And that guy, he was just not a nice guy. Kind of.
Yeah.
Right?
He
Yeah.
wasn't.
Mm-mm.
And I mean, also kind of going back to the like with most couples too, like kisses are usually saved for like something really, really special, and they usually build up to that. And it's not something that they like have all the time. It's usually like something that you wait for because it's special. And so
Yeah.
when it's all the time, it kind of, to me, it almost feels like it's like not even genuine because it's happening all the time.
Emma's a kissing whore.
You know, it just
She pimps out her mouth to other mouths.
it doesn't. Like, there are other ways of expressing how you feel to someone.
Yeah, like a hug.
Like a hug.
or a kiss on the cheek.
Yeah. Or a peck. It doesn't have to be like a makeout session.
Yeah.
You know?
Peck their cheek, their forehead, or their nose. The nose is a cute one.
Yes, that is cute.
Or like, pet their hair.
Mm-hmm.
Or run your hand through their hair like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Simple little gestures.
Exactly. And I think those are what make it special too. It's
Yeah,
just
but Hook is a pirate, so kissing and sex is probably all he knows.
true.
So,
But I don't know. That's just how I feel about it.
Yeah. But Emma should know better,
She should.
or at least her character. The character of Emma should know better. What I want to know, like you mentioned before we started, is the whole Emma and Snow Queen.
Mm-hmm. I want to know how she knows her and how they're connected.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that it'll come out as
Mhm.
the episodes go on. But I want to know now.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to know how they know each other and how Emma forgot.
Yeah.
And
I
yeah.
mean, maybe she met her when, like, before she, was brought to Storybrooke or something, and she knows her from some other thing, or I don't know. We'll find out.
Because we found out in this episode that, Charming found out that the Snow Queen didn't come back with the curse.
Mm-hmm.
She is new.
Yeah.
She got here some other way.
Yeah.
So, how she get here?
If you have any theories
Comments.
or speculations on how you think she got here and how her and Emma are connected, let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want to talk about the comment now? Or?
Right, yeah. So we said that we would mention, we would talk about if anyone commented questions down below, we would pick one. So
And
we got a
one.
question. So we answered it on last week's
we
episode,
answered
but
it
we're
on
going to
the-
answer it again
Just
in the video. Because we said we would pick a question down below and answer it next week. So there's a question down
Yes.
below, so we'll answer it this week.
And just to be like on point with the actual question instead of paraphrasing, she asked, like, because she doesn't really like Hook and Emma either.
Julia B.
Yes, Julia B. And she said, I agree with everything you said, and I don't feel the whole Emma Hook story either. I was wondering what your reasons are for, why you don't like them and all that. And they have the most screen time of all the couples, but Regina and Robin are way deeper in even a really short scene. Of course, that's my opinion. But what do you think of the other ships on the show? So basically, she asked us why we didn't like Hook and Emma and what our other favorite couples are.
Mm-hmm.
And we, of course, like she said, we responded on there, but we can also kind of answer on here too.
Yeah. So you want to go first, or me?
I can go first. I'm not going to completely repeat what I said in the comment, but
Well, I would hope so. That's really long. We'd be here for another 24 minutes.
yeah, I'll just basically kind of say, I feel like they were forced, and I feel like A lot of it was because the fans wanted it so much, and they kind of put it together because of that. And I mean, I don't know if that's true, but it seems like it, because Hook is so popular, and you know, and I feel like almost that they just killed Neil off in order to make it so that they could be together.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I don't feel like they have as much chemistry as like some other couples on the show do. It doesn't feel natural to me. It feels very forced. And then, like, you know, talking about Regina Robin, I was like, yeah, they're way deeper. Their scenes are way deeper to me. And, like, I feel them. When she was, like, excited about him saying that it didn't work because he was still in love with her, I actually was, like, feeling that with her, like, excitement and joy because of that. And, you know, I feel like Lana and Sean have way more chemistry. And
Regina and Robin, for those of you like me who don't recognize
and
actor
Regina
names.
and Robin, or Lana and Sean McGuire, who's Robin. I just feel like they really bring that out in their scenes.
When I read that you put Lana and Sean, I'm like, wait, Lana in Smallville got with someone named Sean?
Lana Parrilla and Sean McGuire. Sorry.
Yeah.
Because, like, the actors are the ones that bring the chemistry to it.
Yeah.
So that's why I said their actual names.
Mm.
But anyway, yeah, I feel like they're just way deeper and have a way more genuine and natural relationship.
They do.
And for the other couples, I don't know. I'm really focused on Regina Robin right now, but I do like Belle and Rumple just because I like the story of Beauty and the Beast, and so I really like Belle. And even though Rumple's like the dark one and lying and all that stuff, I mean, I like them as a couple.
Mm-hmm.
So. And Snow and Charming were better in the first 2 seasons than they are now. Sorry, but it's true.
Like, Snow is totally kicked butt.
I mean, when they were in the first 2 seasons, when they were dealing with the Snow Charming stuff, it was way more like the fairy tale aspect. It was like her, you know, Snow White and her Prince Charming, and she was kick ass.
Totally.
But now, and I mean, I understand why now, and we've talked about this before, but I just wish that they kind of got back to how they were before.
Yeah, she needs to become that overprotective mama.
To think like the I will always find you, you know, fairy tale thing. And that was like beautiful, and I loved watching that.
But then they also lost each other way too much in those seasons. I was getting tired of that.
True.
So, is there any?
So yeah, that's pretty much how I feel about it. I don't enjoy their scenes. It feels forced to me. It doesn't feel like genuine. I feel like they're just always kind of, oh, kissy kissy, or oh, you have to pay attention to me, or whatever, and it's just kind of annoying. It needs to be both, like, give and take both ways.
Yeah.
It can't just be one person that's giving all the effort into it.
Yeah. And okay, my reasons are like, the reason why I don't like Hook and Emma is because, like, if there's no chemistry, then don't do it.
Exactly.
Like, I don't really feel anything between them. I mean, there's a great friendship, but because like Emma is just pushing herself. Killian's the rebound guy, and
he's the rebound guy from Neil. Because he knew Neil really well, and I think that by being with Hook, she feels closer to him.
Exactly.
But still, it's not the same.
No. So, I mean, a lot of that, what she just said, and what she was saying in her reasons, that's a lot, that's like why I don't like them. Frankly, I think just the actress that plays Emma needs some emotional help and some emotional acting classes, because she doesn't have that. She just like changes her facial expression. Like, what? Wait,
you need to like, you need to cry. You need to be like physically showing that you're in pain, or that you're like emotionally distraught,
or like emotionally involved.
Yeah.
Like even when she was with Neil, like the actress wasn't.
Yeah.
It was
Neil was like when he would get sad or emotional, I would just be like, seriously, I feel so bad for you.
Right.
You know?
Your counterpart can't act.
She was in House before Once Upon a Time.
I know. But her character in House did not involve that much acting. She was a sticked up prude anyways.
Okay then.
She had a stick up her butt either way.
You've made your opinion on that very clear. Tell us how you really feel.
But I mean, like, I'm sure that there's, like, some way that she could be a good actress. I mean, I don't like, Kristen Stewart, but she does good in some things.
Okay, I think the best actors on Once Upon a Time
So,
are
I'm sure Emma
Lana,
can do something.
Maria, or Regina.
Mhm.
She's a great actress. I think Snow's pretty good, or the actress, Jennifer Goodwin.
Mm-hmm.
Neil was, when he was
Yeah.
on there. And, yeah, I think that, I think Rumpel is good too. He's a good actor.
Yeah.
But everybody else, like, I don't know. Because a lot of them have just been only on it for a certain amount of episodes.
Yeah.
So of the main cast, I would say that they're the best ones.
Mm-hmm. The reason why I brought up Kristen Stewart is because she's good when she does certain things, but she wasn't good as whatever Twilight crap. And she's not good in a lot of movies she does, but she's good in certain ones.
Yeah.
So all the actress that plays Emma has to do is find a certain type of role she's good at doing and stick with it. I mean, I like her as Emma because I've known her as Emma, but when I first saw her as Emma, I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be hard.
Yeah.
And it was. So like that also doesn't help with the whole Hook Emma deal, is that the actress doesn't really show emotion.
Yeah. And it's like it doesn't give to a lot of the scenes.
Yeah.
So maybe that's just how she thinks she's supposed to play Emma, but I don't know.
So that's kind of like my deal with them. I really like Regina and Robin because of the actor and actress's portrayal of the chemistry on set. They have this connection on screen that's tangible. Like, you can feel it.
Even when it's just a short scene, like that girl was saying. I mean, it's like a 2-second scene, and their scenes are way deeper than Emma's and Hook's, and they have more screen time.
Yeah.
So.
So we totally agree with you on that, Julia. And then I like Gold. Gold and Belle.
I think a lot of people like that story.
Yeah.
It's Beauty and the Beast, and she loves him for who he is on the inside, not
Yeah.
for how he looked.
Of course, Beauty and the Beast was never my favorite movie, so this is kind of the first time I've liked an incarnation of Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Huh? Okay. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Charming, so, so I don't really, I like their whole storyline, but yeah. So that's it for us. Check out our other videos, Supernatural on Wednesdays. My Legend of Korra is coming up, but I couldn't get a good internet connection over the weekend, so I wasn't able to watch it. And my Doctor Who video will be coming up shortly, sometime today, probably tonight. And you can catch us next week on Monday.
Next episode.
And for the next episode of Once Upon a Time, put your questions down below. We'll answer them, and we'll answer one of them in the next video.
If you go in. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Starfire out.
Raven out.